It's time now for the Tom Lacey Sports Show here on Hometown Radio, WIRY, live from New York City. Here he is, Tom Lacey.
Good morning, everyone. Getting ready for the New York City Marathon. I have Gail and Joe Porcelli here with me. We're going to interview them, but I interviewed a lot of people in New York City talking about sports and stuff, and pretty unique interviews. I'm going to play them first. As I said, I have a lot of stuff to do. I have to get my bib and bring the bike to the Verrazano Bridge, so there's a lot of stuff to do. But and I don't like talking about myself, but I can tell you one thing, though. I'm scared for this, but I'm also excited. My doctor said it's kind of dangerous with my condition, but as Jillian Duda said, a disability is just a different lifestyle, and people. I have a lot of heart, as people know, and I'm excited. So thank you for everyone that's rooting me on this. I'm going to do a live cast, video cast while on my phone, but I'm going to do my best with that. I'm not excellent with it. Try to interview people while I'm doing it, but it'll be a Facebook Live. It won't be wiry. And first thing I'm going to do here is I interviewed some people. You wouldn't believe the people that did not want to get interviewed in New York City. We're in the Wall Street area. It's beautiful down here. And we have to head up to the Jacob Javits, drop my hand cycle off, actually Jillian's hand cycle. And then I got to get my bib, and then we're just going to enjoy New York City. I'll get some sleep. I'm going to take the Staten Island ferry to Verrazano to start tomorrow, and that's it. So enough of that. These are some exciting interviews, and as far as the homeless, I have so much stuff. We're going to take care of that this morning too. Drop them off at some shelters, and I have 500 gift certificates for McDonald's. So, to put a smile on people's faces. So, okay, here's a lot of people want to give their name, but here we go. Okay.
Okay. Look at the pancake. This is her pregame meal for the New York City Marathon. We have carb load here. She's doing the New York City Marathon tomorrow. You want to give your name? It's up to you. You don't have to.
My name's Sarah Humble.
Okay, she's from Utah. And did you come all the way from Utah for this?
We flew in last night.
Wow. What do you expect for a time?
My goal time is 3:10.
Wow.
So
Can you go under 3?
I don't know. That would be awesome.
I hope you do. I'm disabled. I'm doing on the hand cycle. I start at 8:35. You guys start at 9, I believe.
Yeah, my start time's 9:10.
9:10. Okay. Are you on the top or the bottom? Bottom.
I'm in wave 1.
Okay. The elite runners are on
the
top.
The elite runners start before me. I'm in wave 1 of the regular runners.
If you're on the bottom, I'm going to give you a hint because I've done New York City twice.
Oh, yeah?
Don't go on the outside.
Oh, really?
No, because people people are the PG, but they're urinating from the top. I mean, honestly, if you're on the outside,
really?
So stay in the middle. That's my hint. Okay?
Wow.
Do not get on the side.
Okay.
All right. If you're on the bottom. All right. If you pass me, because I start at 8:35, I'm in an orange hand cycle.
Okay.
And just say hello to me because I'm going to be doing a video cast on Facebook Live, and I'm pretty hilarious. At mile 23, I can jog just a little bit, and I used to embarrass my daughter I come out of a bathroom with toilet paper on purpose, and I'm doing it at mile 23. I don't care. The world needs more laughter, right?
Hope that I pass you right as that for you if I do pass you.
You are going to pass, no doubt. Yeah. So the hills, I'm worried about hills.
Yeah, there's some good hills in New York from what I'm seeing.
Yep. So on a hand cycle, it's a little bit more difficult because all of a sudden you're going downhill and uphill. But
yeah, true.
Yeah, Utah, gosh. So you're looking at a 3:10. I'm praying you go under 3. I really, you can do it. And don't start out too fast.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Yeah, because I did that once and I hit the wall at mile 18 and hit it bad too. So yeah, but my top time there is 3:31.
Nice.
Long time ago.
Awesome.
I actually snuck in.
Wow.
But I ended up getting a bib too.
Oh, okay.
So,
they let you in.
yeah, but you seem like a sweetheart. And if you see me, my name is Tom Lacey, and say hello to the people in Plattsburgh, New York.
Okay, hello, Plattsburgh, New York.
Yeah, it's a phenomenal place. God's country. It really is. Yeah, you would love it there. So we're only an hour from Montreal. So.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, you take care of yourself.
Thanks, you too.
Good luck.
Out there.
But now.
Okay, that was one. Yeah, let's get to another one here. He was great. This is a longer one. This is the owner of the hotel we're staying in. He's from the Ukraine.
Okay. Hello, I'm at the, the Wall Street Inn. Wall Street Inn. It's in South William Street in New York City. This is where we're staying for the New York City Marathon. It's a great place. Could you tell a little bit about the history of this place? Can you get a little closer too?
It was my first place.
Can you get
a little
closer?
It was the first bank in New York City.
Okay.
And
the architecture is beautiful.
Architecture, yes, it's 1923.
Wow.
Yeah.
Any big timers ever stay here?
No, I don't know. It's a new idea, but my boss,
Yeah.
he was a Polish guy. They just bought this place.
Yep.
Probably 1960.
Okay.
And it was renovation.
Yep.
It started, it's 1993. Yeah.
Very, very nice.
50 people, 50 Polish people. They started to renovate this place.
Okay.
And then finish is 1999.
All right.
We just renovated and just make this like a hotel.
Yep. I'm doing the New York City Marathon tomorrow.
Okay.
Are you going to be watching it?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
I like this.
I'm going to be in a hand cycle, so I might be on TV just in case. So I'm excited, but what a beautiful place to stay. Tell me a little bit about yourself. You said you were a basketball player.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I played for Uzbekistan.
Okay.
I was a basketball player because I played for the American team.
Did you play in the Olympics?
My coach is Jar Muhamedov. He's Olympic champion, 1972.
Did you
3
play?
seconds. You remember 3 seconds?
Yeah.
Between America and
Oh yeah.
Soviet Union.
Yep.
It was my.
Wow. I hit that. Gosh.
Yeah, unfortunately, he passed away this January.
Okay, that's too bad. But
Yeah.
did you play?
Aljan Jar Muhamedov. This is my coach.
Okay. Did you play in the Olympics?
No, I didn't. I just
Okay.
played for my country.
All right. What? Do you ever play against Luka?
No.
What's the Joker? You ever play against Joker?
No.
Any big timers you ever played against? What's the most talented guy that you ever played
I
against?
played against talented. I don't remember.
Okay. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
So tell me again where you're from.
Okay,
What do you-
I born in Ukraine.
Yep.
I grew up in Uzbekistan.
Okay.
And I came here in 1997.
Yep.
I started to build this hotel. And I worked still from 1997.
This is beautiful.
Yeah.
You've done
It's
something
already 30 years.
unbelievable. And,
Yeah. This is like my house.
okay.
This family, this guy,
hmm
like my family.
Okay. If we
He
played...
has 3 daughters.
All right.
Second one is my manager.
Wow. Let's say you and I, in our prime, played one-on-one, and you said it's 5-on-5.
Okay.
Who's going to win?
5-on-5?
No, one-on-one.
1-on-1?
Yeah.
You.
Oh, God. that is so nice of you to say. You know, and some of my friends that listen to this, they say,
Okay.
Tom, quit talking about yourself. But, you know, I love to be humorous. For the New York City Marathon, you know what I'm going to do?
Yeah.
I can jog a little bit, and at 23-mile mark, I'm going to jog to the finish line. And I used to embarrass my daughter. I'd have toilet paper come in my shorts. I'm coming out of a restaurant, and I'm going to do it in the New York City Marathon.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? Do you think the world needs more laughter? You think I'm going to embarrass myself? What do you
going
think?
to change because, you know what, people change it after pandemics, people change.
Yeah, I know.
Generally, you know.
Yep,
Actually, after September 11, America changed.
I
People
know.
change it because people more scared,
Yep, you're so right on
people
that.
more sensitive,
Yep,
and I don't know. I just came in 1997.
yep.
My friend came here. He was 30 years older. He passed away, of course.
Yep.
He said, you know, America is different.
Yeah.
He came in the 70s.
Okay.
In 90, he said, America is different. Now, America is different completely because
Yep.
everything's more expensive.
Yeah, you're right on that too.
People different.
Can you give me a break on my price here? Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, you know,
Listen,
well, I'm not going to talk about myself, but people know I'm pretty humorous at times.
yeah.
You know, I really know. The world needs more laughter.
Listen,
What-
you know what? My opinion, it's a relationship between Russia and America. It's very important because
You are right on that.
yeah, because now it's too many people kill each other for nothing.
No,
Ukraine and Russia.
no,
Nothing.
you're
I
sure
don't
right on
know
that.
who is responsible for this, but my opinion, young people. You know, 600 from one side,
Yep.
600 from another side.
Yeah,
It's already done.
yep.
Already done.
I'm hoping it ends and
You know for what?
for nothing for
Territory.
land territory. I know. Gosh,
Listen,
Yeah.
I spoke with my friends from Russia because I have a lot of friends in Russia, and I said, hey, you have a lot of territory. It's 1/6 of all freaking
yeah,
fireball.
it's unbelievable.
Hey,
Isn't it?
this is not. That don't depend on me.
Yeah,
It depends, you know, from Putin, Trump, whatever. You know what I mean?
yeah. You don't have to give the answer on this, but honestly, who are you voting for? You know, if you don't want to say, that's okay. Trump or Kamala?
I mean, you know what? Both of them not good for it. Both of them. But most likely I'm Trump. Because
Okay.
I'm not voting because
Yeah,
if you're in New York,
yeah, you're
because
right.
last time, 10 my friends voted. 9 of them was for Trump.
Yep.
One was for
Biden. Yeah.
Biden won because this is democracy.
Yeah.
So
Trump doesn't have a chance in New York State.
actually, you know what? Likely I like Trump because I work.
You know what? I'll tell you this. I'm not going to tell you I'm voting for it, but Trump does a nice job with, Russia, North Korea.
You know what? He's not politics.
He's straight up. And,
Exactly.
I'm not afraid if he gets elected because his he has good relationships with.
I got it.
He'll keep us out of war, in my opinion. So that's just my opinion.
My point is, you know what? Sports, they like Trump.
Yeah.
Who doesn't, they like Trump.
Yeah.
Because watching a lot of I read a lot of titles in the newspaper. Right now everybody reading internet. But point is.
Yep.
Everybody's scared.
Yeah.
Trump.
Yep.
Because they doesn't like this January 6th.
Yep. I know.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
They doesn't like capital January 6th.
Yeah. Yep.
Because you know what? This is a country. Everybody coming, and everybody like freedom.
Yeah.
Nobody likes somebody, pushy.
Yep.
I came from Soviet Union. I mean, you remember Gorbachev?
Mm-hmm.
Gorbachev. When Gorbachev came, everybody said, come in freedom.
Yeah.
After Brezhnev. Wow.
Putin is tough.
Yeah. Putin is KGB.
Yeah, I know. Yep. Oh, let's change the subject on
It looks like it's a freedom,
Yeah.
price is fine, everybody okay, but listen, what he starts, I'm telling you,
Yeah.
I don't like. He attacks. Right?
I think Trump would have ended that, but I'm not gonna.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna say one more.
like this.
I think Kamala could too. That's just my opinion.
Kamala is good too, but I'm not against Kamala.
Yeah.
You know what I'm against for?
Yeah.
3 days ago, one subway station. Yeah,
Okay.
One black guy stopping white guy.
Oh, man.
Three times.
Yeah.
Disappeared. Was it fun?
Yeah. I'm gonna
It's a
switch.
mess.
Yeah.
In New York City, it's a mess.
Yep.
Garbage everywhere. City is dirty. Nobody cares nothing.
Yep. I'm gonna switch topics here. Who's your all-time American favorite athlete? American favorite. Yeah.
Jordan.
Wow.
Jordan.
Who's better, Jordan or LeBron?
Jordan.
How about
LeBron is good, but Jordan, you know what I mean, Jordan.
okay, I got another one then. LeBron or Kobe?
Kobe.
I love that.
Kobe.
Larry Bird or LeBron?
Larry Bird.
Oh gosh.
Larry Bird, of course. Hey,
Yeah. Yep.
you know what? It's a classic. Larry Bird, Jordan. Classic.
Yep. And what's your last thing? What's your opinions of Caitlin Clark? She plays in the WNBA. She's phenomenal basketball. You heard of her?
Actually, you know what?
You haven't heard of her?
You know.
Oh, she's changed everything.
Yeah. I'm not watching, women basketball. I like, women's sports and just volleyball.
Yeah. But if you look her up, Caitlin Clark,
Okay.
she's changed everything. Larry Bird loves her. Said she's the best player ever in women. Okay, just Google her one
Larry
time.
Bird is 70s, 80s.
Yeah.
Jordan, 80s and 90s.
Yep.
But I'm going to tell you, basketball and hockey, my favorite team, it's a New York Rangers.
Wow.
Yeah, New York Rangers is my favorite.
Who's better,
Hate it when
Judge
people call me.
or
They know better.
who's the guy from the Dodgers? Oh, Shanti.
Tell me you're wearing.
You know, did you watch World Series? Okay, you wouldn't know. All right, well, I'm going to end this. Thank you so much.
No problem.
I'll give you the information before I leave because we got to head to Central Park. And I got all my stuff. And, thank you so much. You take care.
Yeah.
All right,
I'm
goodbye.
tired of people complaining about.
I'm Lacey.
Thank
Yeah.
you very much. Because
Yeah.
you know what? Very intensive.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very good.
What's that? It's going to be on.
You know what? The 4140.
Okay, that was something else. Thank you for listening. That was kind of it. That was interesting. I got one more here. Let's listen to this one. I'm not sure who it is, but hopefully you guys are liking this. And here we go. Another one.
Right. First of all, again, I'm in Dunkin' Donuts, close to my hotel. I have a guy here. He doesn't have to give his name. He can give his first name or initials if you want. Oh, okay. Can I say the company?
No.
Okay, I'm not even going to say the company he works for, but I can tell he's a great guy. And most people in New York City, they don't want to get interviewed, but I understand that. So I'm just going to ask some questions. Are you going to watch the New York City Marathon?
Probably not.
Probably not. And like I told you, I have a disability called neurocercoidosis. Not a deadly disease, but I'm going to do the best I can, and it's going to be fun. I don't want to talk about myself. Do you have, has New York City hardened you, in your opinion?
I wouldn't say so. No.
Okay. Where are you originally from?
From Queens.
Okay. How about before Queens? Anything?
Always Queens, yeah.
Okay.
You're not videotaping.
No, this is audio. Don't worry. Definitely not. It's going to be. I'll tell you everything about it. It's very PG. It's from Plattsburgh. And do you have family members that are in sports or anything? Because it's a sports show.
No.
Did you play sports?
Okay. I'm probably going to be very boring for you.
No, you're not. No, you're not. What's your inspiration sports-wise? Who's your favorite athlete?
Favorite athlete?
Are you a Yankee fan?
When I was younger, I was a Yankee fan. Yeah,
Okay.
I used to watch baseball with my father.
Yep. Thurman Munson? Don
Oh,
Mattingly?
that's way before my time.
Mattingly?
Yeah, Don Mattingly was
Okay.
good.
I think he's going to be the next manager, by the way.
That would be good. I think that would help. Yeah.
They're going to fire Boone.
Yeah.
So, yeah, why don't, in your opinion, why don't people want to get interviewed? I'm having trouble interviewing people.
If it has to do with politics, I think it's very hard to interview people.
Yeah, I'm not going to do politics.
Well, I don't mind expressing my opinion. I'm just...
You want to?
Sure. Yeah, sure. Politically, sure.
Yeah. Tell me anything about political. I don't care. You can say
I think we're in a very bad time right now. I think the leadership in this country has gone way downhill. I think a lot of lies being told. I think a lot of misguided people, and a lot of corruption. A lot of corruption.
Yep. But deep down, though, I don't know. I just think America's great. Where I live in Plattsburgh, I'm not kidding you. It's God's country. It really is. You would love it there. And did you know Plattsburgh is the only city in the entire world that has the Summer Olympics and the Winter Olympics an hour away?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And Montreal, you weren't even born, 1976. 1980, they were in Lake Placid.
Okay.
Remember the Miracle on Ice? And, I wasn't there, but you would love it there. If you ever get a chance to go to Plattsburgh, New York, actually, I have an extra bedroom. You could stay there. You would have so much fun. I live right on the lake, Lake Champlain, and there's so much to do there. really is. So, up to you, though.
Right.
You take care of yourself. Any
All right,
last
thanks.
minute comments you want to make?
No, I think
You don't.
that's it.
You don't want to wish.
you.
You don't want to wish me luck in the marathon.
Good luck on the marathon.
Okay. Sunday.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Okay, I might have one. Let's see, one more. Let's take a look at this one. Okay. Thank you for all listening. Thank you, Mr. Giroux. Let's see if it's the same one.
Okay, me too.
Oh yeah.
Okay, you guys kind of speak out. Hi, I'm in the, where the Staten Island ferry is going to leave. It's going to bring me to the starting line tomorrow. And I'm interviewing as many people as possible. I have a woman here that's going to work, and seems like a really nice woman. And I'm just going to ask her a few questions. I just told you, I have a big heart for homeless. What's your thought on the homeless people in New York City?
What am I going to say about that?
Yeah.
That is going to be just making work everywhere I go, and then people coming to help this person, no one to get help.
Yeah.
People coming to try to help and say no. And then sometimes come in to me and say, I need help for food. But that's not food. I give it to food,
Yeah.
and let it throw it out in the garbage. And then
Wow.
and then they say, why do you tell me you need help because you need to eat? And you turn out the breakfast and give it to you. That's not right.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people go around between 14th and Colombo Circle. A lot of people around. Then try to help too, but these people don't want to be with help.
Yeah.
That they're more shame than the world. And give it to work to the city.
What I think I'm going to do is bring stuff to the homeless shelters and let them hand it out. Because I have $5 gift certificates from McDonald's that I can give to them. And we'll see. I'm from Plattsburgh, New York. Where are you originally from? New York?
Yeah, from the Staten Island. I live in the Staten Island.
Staten Island, okay. Where are you
Staten
originally
Island.
from? Where's your roots from?
Oh,
country?
I'm from South America, Colombia.
Okay, nice. I'm Irish, by the way. I want to ask you a couple. You don't have to answer these. Going for Kamala or Trump?
I'm thinking about it because the election order is Tuesday, and then I'm working for 3 patients every day, most of the patients, and I don't have time to stop. But my school in the Staten Island is closed,
Yep.
and it's open on Tuesday. Then another school around, I don't know where it is, for Italy.
Yeah.
And then I don't have time, maybe today. Try to go today.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about it. Who is there? I don't know.
I know, but I'm not going to say it because I'm not allowed to. But I got my vote in.
Okay, good for you. You voted already.
Yeah.
I don't know because I'm confused. Because this one is only for ladies, and she doesn't say anything about for the men,
Yeah.
for business, for everything, and then the guys just complain. And another one, he was president before, and I like him when he go with the economy
Yeah.
and do a lot of nice jobs and everything.
Yeah.
And I feel
All right, we apologize for that, folks. We lost our connection with the Tom Lacey Sports Show. So
Have a seat right here, both of you, on each side. Okay. We have Joe Porcelli. I always call him Porcelli, but Joe is a phenomenal athlete. He was a teammate at Plattsburgh State basketball, and then he turned himself into a runner. He probably already was a runner and a triathlete. He's going to talk about the running atmosphere in Plattsburgh and how important it still is to get it back and how he did. And his wife Gail is here, and she's going to speak briefly. She's very humble. She doesn't like to brag. I'll brag for her right now. Gail won the Mohawk to Hudson Marathon 3 years in a row, which is just phenomenal. And we'll talk about that. So I'm going to have Joe on here, and Joe, talk about some of your background and some of the running around here, and Joe.
Well, hello Plattsburgh and hello North Country. Tommy, thank you for inviting us down here. You know, you told us a year ago that you were thinking of doing the event, and the last time I was in the city was 1998, and Gail did the New York City Marathon, and so we look forward to coming here, and it's fun watching people run and go through discomfort. But anyway, as far as running goes and everything, you know, I went to Plattsburgh State in 1978, but in 1976, like you said, it was the training headquarters for the U.S. Olympic team. And I remember reading about it, and I remember reading about Frank Shorter and Bill Rogers talking about training there. And when I came here in 1978, I met Terry Gordon and Larry Jeffords, and they were the president of the Plattsburgh Athletic Club. And they said, hey, we got a marathon. It's called the Champlain Valley Marathon. Check it out. And I went to the event, and I fell in love with the city, the energy of the city. It was a running and fitness city. Every weekend, every month, there was something going on, either the Champlain Valley Marathon, the Merkel's Oktoberfest run, the Midnight Run at the VFW, the Bud Run, which was always fun, and then the Father's Days Run. And Georgia Pacific was instrumental, too, at the time with people. So anyway, you know, Plattsburgh's been a big running city, and I was an okay runner. Gail was much better than me, but we had quite a lot of local athletes here that really excelled. Probably numero uno is Josh McDougall. He went to Liberty University and #1 in the country in cross country. And I remember me and Gail one time was doing the run for John. And John Evans passed away, and Scotty Woodward put that event on. And we were doing a warm-up, and I remember Josh and his brothers, they were like 9, 6, 5. They were running, and they were talking about all the Olympic champions from 1895 to present. I'm going, oh, my God, they know every Olympic champion. And, you know, the rest is history. Scotty Woodward, you know, Jack Wilson, Gail Wilson, Jeremy Drown, Jim Medeiros, you know, Danny Lennon, you know, goes on and on. Kathy Brandell, Dave Champagne Sr. and Jr., and then, you know, Mike Champagne. But Dave Daniels is there's one story, and it is a true story. I don't know what race it was, but Georgia Pacific was very instrumental in promoting their employees for fitness and health. So they would let Dan, like the Midnight Run or something like that, they would let Dave, I should say, do the event. But he had to get back and work on time. So a lot of times there was one race that he crossed the finish line, and he kept on running right back to Georgia Pacific to get back to his shift on time. But anyway, that's the way it was, and it's coming back again. You know, Justin Ine, the director of the Plattsburgh YMCA, is very visionary, and the city's back. And so coming back to the marathon here just brings memories of all those runners and all those years, and what great, great talent we had in our city.
Talk about some of you were excellent triathlete, and some of the accolades. I know you were very humble, but just you won a few triathlons. Tell us a little bit about that, and the Tin Man, and which is a half.
Well, my mentor was Pat Goodell. I met Pat Goodell. He married Patty Carpenter. With Patty Goodell now. I met him in 1979. And he was going to Portland, and he was into exercise science. And we were talking about fitness and exercise and so forth. And we got into triathlons together. And the first triathlon I ever did was with Pat Goodell. Stayed with his parents at Lake Placid. And we had no toe clips, no nothing. We had no wetsuits. It was the water was 58 degrees. And it started from there. We became buddies. And Pat put on the Y-Tri at the Plattsburgh YMCA, and I put on the Bay Club Mini-Tri. And it's not rocket science. When you, every weekend, if there's an event and you go to it and you work out and you have fun, you're going to do well. You know, and Mayor Rabideau at the time, when he was the mayor of the city, he was involved in all the events. Very competitive man. He finally beat me at Whiteface Mountain, and the Whiteface Mountain Run. My wife beat me at the Turkey Trot. those days. But we still talk about those days, and they were fun. And coming back here with you, Tommy, we had some battles too, buddy.
Yeah.
Anything that was over like 6 miles, a 10K, I always had to look over my shoulder because you were very competitive.
I got you in basketball, not running.
You got me back in that.
Yeah.
But Gail, though, at her time, she did a 2:56 marathon in Mohawk to Hudson, and that was like, she was really at a peak. And then qualifying for the Ironman in Kona. I think, Gail, when you got off the bike in Lake Placid, it was a 112-mile bike ride. What was your marathon after that, your time? Do you remember?
Yes. My marathon was a 3:37, which was my forte. And I was determined I wanted to go to Hawaii, and that was my second year that I had done the Ironman, and I accomplished it. So off we went to Hawaii, and I did the Ironman and brought my daughter and my son, my daughter Heather Stone, and my son Anthony Porcelli. And Hawaii was beautiful. It was a tough race due to the elements. The undercurrent in the ocean was the worst in history, is what they said for that year, of course. And then the wind was 60 miles per hour. So I knew in prior years that a nun that used to do the Ironman, a pro.
Leave that open for you.
What's that? Can you hear me? Hello?
Thank you.
Hello? Are you there? Craig,
Yes, I'm here.
am I still on, or?
You're still on, yep.
Okay, all right. One thing I wanted to ask Gail, when she did the Hawaii Ironman, were there any sharks in the water? I have to ask you that.
We didn't see any sharks. Actually, yes, my son went fishing once, and come to think of it, this wasn't when I was in the water or anything, but I remember Anthony was fishing, and he met a couple friends, as he always does, no matter where he is. And all of a sudden, this little boy said, "White shark." Right, Joe?
Yeah.
This little boy said, "White shark."
Oh.
And so that was our experience with sharks. But as far as Joe and I experienced with fish, we were just doing a training swim, and all of a sudden we saw like this cloud underneath, and it was a pool of fish. And I'm like, holy shit!
Oh,
Shoot! Holy shoot!
Can't say that.
So anyway, I'm sorry. So anyway, so we kicked as fast as we could, swam as fast as we could to get over that pool, and then but during the race, as you're swimming and you're going around the boat, you see all these dolphins like jumping in the water, and oh my God, what an experience! Yeah. And then, like I said, the winds were like horrible, and you'd be going 5 miles like downhill, and then you'd be, going on the other side of the road, and it was crazy. And then the run. It was the heat. As far as the heat was the elements, and if you'd wanted to stop into a porta potty, and you go in one of those things, and then you really fry. But, yeah, but what an experience.
Yep.
The flowers, the birds, everything.
I'm going to ask you this question.
Go
What's
ahead.
the difference between swimming in the lake versus swimming in the ocean? Just want to...
Well, at the time I did the Ironman and swimming, we couldn't wear a wetsuit. And that was, so that was quite the experience for me, since that was not my event. 2001, we couldn't wear wetsuits, so I wasn't as buoyant. And then swimming in the lake, I always did Lake Placid Ironman, so we had a cable, and that was in Mirror Lake. So we had a cable, so you could just follow that cable, which everybody did. So, of course, you'd get dunked a lot, but, someone dunks you, you dunk them back. And, but at least you knew, like, where your course was. You just follow that cable underneath. And in Hawaii, you'd go one way, and then all of a sudden you'd look up, and you'd be going the wrong way. So, yeah, that was my experience in the water. Yeah.
I have another question, Gail. When you won the Mohawk to Hudson 3 times in a row, that's just phenomenal. And you went under 3 hours. Did you were you in first place most of the time, or was there someone that was right on your tail? Or
okay, I don't know if they were 3 in a row or if they were just 3, like years that I had won it. But anyways, when I got my 256, that was just like, I worked hard for all my running races, and real hard.
When did you realize that you were a good runner? Was it late in life, or what did you do in high school for sports? And what school, and where are you from?
I'm from Dannemora High School, small Dannemora High School. Love Dannemora, New York. And in high school, I had Jan and Mike Flynn. They were my coaches, and Paul and Connie Herrica. And I played softball, soccer. We didn't even have running. Volleyball. So I played team sports. And we didn't have it running. We didn't have a football team. 1972, Jan Flynn, I think that was the first time we had a competitive soccer team. And, Jan Flynn was one of the people that started that for girls. And we went up to Lake Placid, and us Dannemora girls, we won our first competitive soccer game. So that was that was a highlight in my life. But I always loved Dannemora and our sports, and we had good teams. Eileen Lucia, Jerry Lucia, the Brunells, my sister Karen. My sister Susie was younger, but she was always in sports. And yes, it was more team sports.
So when did you realize that you were a good runner? When did that happen?
Okay. As far as running went, well, I used to do bodybuilding up in, I lived in Saranac Lake for 10 years. I used to do bodybuilding a lot, lifted weights, bodybuilding, but I would include, of course, your cardiovascular. So I would just run around. I'd run in Saranac Lake. So I got to tell this one because Tom's doing the New York City Marathon, which I'm so proud of him. I can't wait till tomorrow. But anyways, so I'm running around Ampersand Ave, and there's this lady in front of me, and she had her calves were beautiful. She had beautiful, defined, big calves. And I'm like, oh, wow, she really looks like a runner. Well, fortunately, there was a turtle in the road on Ampersand Ave, so she stopped. So then I could catch up with her. So I caught up and I stopped. And so we got to talking after we put the turtle in the side of the road. And she told me that she was from New York City. Her husband was the president of a running club here, which I'm sorry, I can't remember what it was. But they had to race up the Empire State Building. So that's where she got those beautiful calves. And she would come in first place, and she said, I can't stop doing it because my husband's the president. But I'm sure it was grueling and probably painful. But she still did it. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. Marathoning's great, running's great, and I can't wait to see our buddy Tom. We're so happy that he invited us to come down and support him down here. I mean, as soon as he asked us, we're like, definitely, and what a weekend. And, I wish him the best. He's worked very, very, very hard, and he'll do it, and he'll do it for Leah. So, anyways, I think that's enough.
Okay,
Thank you.
I'm going to get back to Joe. Joe, come on back here. We're going to talk basketball, okay? He's also an excellent, and I want to find out who are some of the guys he played against and what high school he went to and stuff like that, because Joe is also one of the best players at Plattsburgh State too, and he won I think he won a SUNYAC title with Paul Einsman. I'm not positive, but talk about basketball.
Well, Norm Law recruited me. Don Verkey from Seneca Falls Miners Academy. So when he went to Plattsburgh State, Norm Law recruited him. So that was my ticket to Plattsburgh. And my father was a 20-year man in the military, and I liked the Air Force Base, and I liked the small-town community, loved Lake Champlain and the Saranac River. And, played at Plattsburgh State. But, back then, the SUNY Conference, there was no shot clock. There was no three-point play. Jack Ramsey was the head coach of the Buffalo Braves, and he recruited through the SUNY Conference. Randy Smith played at Buff State, ended up going to play for Buffalo and being an All-American. Mike Dean had a tryout from Potsdam, and so Norman Bounds from Brockport. So it was a good league. Different game, back then, a good league. And after I graduated, I was a health education and recreation minor. I got more into running and fitness events and putting on running events. Terry Gordon was an inspiration to me. He was the race director of the Champlain Valley Marathon, same with Larry Jeffords. He was the vice president of PAC at the time, and Terry was the president. I just like the energy. I like the people. It's so supportive, and fell in love with it. So that's why we're here, Tom. The rough life we lead in our retirement.
I have to ask you the main question I ask everyone: Michael Jordan or LeBron James, and tell me why.
I know that's such a hard one, but to me, I would say Michael Jordan, just for his physical ability. When they played Indiana, I can remember, he was covering Travis Best, who was the point guard, defensively the whole game. You know how much energy that takes when you got full court pressure? And then the offensive machine he was, fighting off those picks and everything. The guy was just an aerobic animal, and I would have to say Jordan just because of his mind. But LeBron's right up there. But Jordan, I'll never forget watching that series. I mean, he's covering the point guard, and then centers and forwards, he's just taking them to the hole. So, oh my God, the guy is just. Remember, he was Defensive Player of the Year too, just like Kobe was when they came in.
Yeah.
They were great athletes, and then their offense got better. So Jordan.
Yeah. Okay, great.
All right, Tommy.
All right, we're gonna finish you up here, and I want to thank Mr. Giroux. He is very underappreciated for what he does for Wiry Sports. After the marathon is done, I got some great ideas. I'm going to go full tilt on getting sponsors. I'd like to do 4 Plattsburgh State games. I need sponsors for that. I think a couple of people have already said they're interested. I'd like to do some high school games as well. And I think they'll be pretty good at it, mainly analysis of games. So, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. So I'm going to be coming knocking on people's door, for sponsorships, because Wiry is a staple of the North Country. It has been for 75 years, and people don't realize that it's a top-rated radio station north of Albany, and that includes Burlington and everywhere else. It's so down to earth. Craig just played the national anthem, and also doing birthdays to this day, and some of the legends that have been on Wiry, speaking. My favorite was Mr. Mannix, and so I just wanted to at least acknowledge those people. And so Wiry is phenomenal. It really is. And thank you from Dave Favreau and a few others. And yeah,
CVAC championships for cross country.
Okay.
Or second.
Okay, CVAC championships for cross country are November 2nd, which is today. Yes, it's today.
No, is it today? No.
Yes. That's today. At what time?
I don't know. I just know I was just talking to Jim.
Oh, it's at Point of Rush. Right. So you guys should go check that out. I'm not sure who the favorites are, but running, for all the people out there that run, I admire all you guys. Even if you don't run, whatever, walk. My thought, walking is great. Whatever you do in life, whatever your niche is, I don't care what it is, give it your best. If you work anywhere, one thing that it used to kind of bug me sometimes, and I'm talking about myself, Neil Facette, talking about myself, but I hated the question, so what do you do? And, that would be the first question they'd ask. I didn't like that, they kind of will talk to you if you're doing something nice in life, or millionaire. I don't know. Maybe I'm not talking the right way about this, but I would always give a fake answer, because I wanted them to ask, how are you doing, and stuff like that, and then ask that question later. But if they asked first, I always said I was a driftwood sculptress, and as we all know, that's one of my jokes, and there actually is no such thing as a driftwood sculptor. So that was a Saturday Night Live sketch a long time ago, and there's a lot of people that have seen that. It is pretty funny. So, but I'm going to end 5 minutes early. Got a lot to do, a whole bunch to do. I have to get my bib. I have to drop my hand cycle off. We're going to drive. We don't know New York City that well, and leave my vehicle in Central Park, and then we're going to walk around. And if I see any celebrities tomorrow during my Facebook live cast, I'm hoping I'll get some interviews. Jennifer Aniston will be running by me, I'm sure, and I heard she likes bingo, and if she does run by me, I'm going to ask her if she'd like to go to bingo in Plattsburgh, New York, which I'm kind of kidding. You guys all know I get around. So, but you guys all take care. Plattsburgh's the best. It really is. Wirey's the best. And I'd like to thank all you guys for having me on Wiry, and I do enjoy it a lot. And so take care, Mr. Drew. I'm calling you Mr. Drew because I have a ton of respect for you. So you take care of yourself, okay?
All right, thanks, Tom, and thank you for listening.